Hey guys, this is April from MsMoMoLuvsSci and welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit like if you enjoy the content. Let's get into the video. Oh my goodness. So you want to be a teacher, or you are a teacher, but you're not making a lot of money. We're teachers. No one said that we are going to be rich. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. When I was just thinking about being a teacher, okay, I was just trying to get my feet wet to figure out if this is going to be an avenue for me. If you have been watching my channel for any length of time, then you would know teaching is, I don't know if I would consider it a second career, because I didn't do my first career for very long, but I was an epidemiologist before I became a teacher, and then I decided to switch over and try something completely new. I remember visiting a school. This was in Maryland. That's right, it was in Maryland, and we did a walk around the school, and the principal was there, and we all kind of went into the main office. It was just me and a group of other people who were aspiring to be teachers. And I remember as clear as day as the principal saying to us that teaching is a rewarding career. Are you going to be rich? Absolutely not. I remember him saying that, and everybody's like, yeah, we know. He says, but it's a good career. You're not going to be poor. I mean, you're not going to be rich, but you can take care of your family. And I just thought it was just absolutely. I didn't get into teaching to be rich, but I didn't get into teaching to be poor. I know that. I've said this before in a lot of my videos. I like teaching. I feel as I belong in teaching. I feel more comfortable here than I did as an epidemiologist, but I would never be poor being a teacher. So if there ever comes a time where my livelihood has completely changed and I do not see teaching as being profitable enough for me, then I would leave teaching. So I like it. I feel like it's a passion, but nothing is worth the livelihood of my family. So there are some ways where you can make extra money in teaching, okay? Everyone knows the good thing about teaching is that you can go onto the district's website for most of the districts. If it's, I think private charter schools are completely different. My experience has only been with public schools, so that's where I'm going. That's where I'm basing my information off. But you go to the website, you can say somebody with this amount of experience, this kind of degree, this is how much you're going to make. I mean, how many professions are there where you get a raise every year just because? I know my sister, she's been in private sector for her entire adult life, and the fact that I get a raise every year and a step increase every year just because baffles her. She's just like, I literally have to make an argument for a raise, you know, like she has to negotiate. Like when she gets a new job, she has to negotiate, and I'm just like, when I need a new teaching job, I just go to the website and I can see how much I'm going to make. So, but we are twins, but we have two different personalities. I don't know if I'm much of a negotiator as she is. She's not afraid to ask. She has her bullet points. She's ready. She's not afraid to ask. And I'm, on the other hand, just like, I don't know. And I think that's just because I chose a profession where I really don't have to. But anyway, all that put aside, if you are a teacher and you want to make, or you're thinking about teaching and you're looking at that base salary and saying, I don't know, it would be nice to make a little extra, I'm going to give you 3 ways that any teacher can earn a few extra. Number 1, I'm going to call it extended day service, or it might be different with your district. But teachers are paid by contract, by the hours and the number of days they work. And if you work with students or you work on school-related things that they ask you to do outside of your contract hours, then you can get paid. So when I first started teaching, I didn't understand why it was like a fight to get these extra service jobs. And I'm just like, I'm exhausted at the end of the day. Like, what do you mean you want me to work Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 6? I'm like, I'm exhausted. And then you have all these veteran teachers who are just like, I do it. And now I see why, because you get paid for it. And you can get paid pretty well. In my experience, it's a flat fee, or it could be your daily, your hourly pay. Okay. So in my experience is when you work directly with students, let's say you're tutoring, you're overseeing some kind of intervention, then in that case you get your hourly pay. So whatever you get per day divided by 7 hours a day. And when you're working on other things that they ask you to do, maybe writing curriculum, then it's usually a flat fee. But yes, that you can get paid for. I'm going to go ahead and throw in summer school. So summer school is beyond your contract hours, your contract days. So if you decide to work summer school, then you can get paid extra for that. Number 2 will be sports or clubs. If you have any extra time in your schedule and you want to be the volleyball coach, the volleyball assistant coach, or if you want to run the drama club, then yes, you will be paid for that. Now, the stipend differs. In my experiences, like the head football coach, head basketball coach, they make the most stipend, and then it changes depending on the activities that you do, that you oversee. In my experience, clubs do not pay as much as being like the head basketball coach or a volleyball coach, but those are some ways that you can get paid extra beyond your contract salary. And the third way would be to obtain degrees. Like I mentioned in the beginning, teachers, we get paid, most of us, based on that system. How many years of service you have, and then your degrees, right? So if you're a teacher or if you've been looking at the salary schedule, you know exactly what these mean, right? So every year I get a raise. Yes, because I have more experience, so they're paying me for my experience. But the more education I obtain, then the more I get paid. This is the caveat though. You do not want to go and, let's say, enroll in a master's degree program to get a yearly $1,500, $2,000 bump per year, which sounds good, and over time, it will definitely pay off, but you don't want to go run and sign up to get in that master's degree program and pay $30,000 to get that bump. One, it may pay for itself in 15 years, which is a really long time. I'm going to blindly say, go ahead and get a master's degree, go ahead and get those extra 15 hours or extra 30 hours so you can get paid over time. Don't do that if you have to take out a lot of student loans, or if just be considerate if you think about going that route. All right, guys, that's it. This is Miss Momo. I hope you like the content. Let's have a conversation down below. Until next time. Bye.